So this Maduro thing, wow, that made the front page. That was a big news on the Post, the Washington Post. So wow. Uh, well, what's that thing about something and finding out? Maduro apparently there was trying to work a deal with our government and their government to, I don't know what exactly, but apparently that didn't work. And Trump said it's taking too long. Let's get this show on the road. So hopefully the people of Venezuela get a better government, because if I'm not mistaken, I've read, I don't know if it's in the last 10 or 5 years or something, they went from $4,000 a year as an income to 3,000 in 1 year, and then now in like the last 5 or 8, 6 years, whatever it is, it's dropped to $1,000. So I hope that a new government can do better than that. And I've said this before, it seems like that's the problem. That's where we should be looking, not at countries that aren't taking immigrants in, but why do people have to leave their countries? Why is it so bad in their country? And I think most countries have some kind of a resource, whether it's whatever it is, whether it's natural resources or tourism, whatever it is. Most countries have people that can figure new innovations, but if the government isn't helping to assist them to flourish, if they're taking money that comes from foreign governments to help the people and then keeping it for themselves instead of feeding the people with that food, it's funny. You look at leaders from these world countries, from third world nations and whatever. None of them are skinny. They're all fat. So that means they're all eating while their people aren't. So that's just something to think about. Why not accountability for these leaders of these countries that everyone seems to feel they have to get away from? Maybe they wouldn't have to get away from it if their own country was doing a better job. You'd have a lot less people wanting to leave their home. Nobody wants to leave their home. Everybody wants to stay there in their own country with their own people, in their neighborhood where they grew up. But if there's no but if there's such crime that you can't live there because the government isn't doing its job, if there's no jobs to be had, people are going to leave. So I say, why not make the governments accountable? That seems to be the source of the problem. Not hit the source, not after, when you complain about other countries that won't take immigrants in because their own country's government did such a poor job. So let's ask the Holy Spirit to come to the world and help to fill the hearts of leaders everywhere.